One Soul's Time. My name is Victoria, and for today's reading, we are doing how are they currently feeling about you. This would be the person that is on your mind. It can be an ex, it can be a current, it could be a crush. Whoever it is on your mind, it will go for them. We have two piles. Pile 1 is the yellow pile. The purple one is pile 2. So yeah, I did want to say before I start, thank you to all of my new subscribers, current subscribers, and if this is your first time here, hey, I do hope that you consider joining my little lonesome tribe over here. All are welcome. So yeah, with that, pile 1, pile 2, if you need extra time, you can go ahead and pause it right here, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on. If you chose the yellow scrunchie, this is going to be a reading, and we are doing how is the person on your mind currently feeling about you. Any messages that we can pull through, try to see if we can confirm any doubts you have or any suspicions you may have. And I'm going to be using my Wandering Moon Tarot for your reading. It's going to be a little short reading. It's not going to be too long. I will be uploading weekly now. I don't have a set schedule, but I do plan on uploading at least twice a week. Still trying to figure out what days that's going to be. But if you are interested, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified of every time that I do upload until I'm able to come up with a set schedule. So we're just going to try to see what they're thinking, how they're feeling. Try to get a little bit in their mind if you're not too sure about what's going on. And always remember, all of my readings are general, so all messages won't apply to you. You may just need to hear 1 or 2 messages, and it is okay to pick both piles. It's fine. Just means you need to hear something in the second pile as well, so feel free to do so. So, how is a person, my pile 1, is thinking about, feeling about them? What's something that they should be aware of, something that they should know, or any confirmation that we can provide to them? Last one. Okay, make sure we don't have it upside down because I have a habit of doing that. All right, so doing how are they feeling, what are they thinking, and any messages that you may need to know. So we're going to choose 3 cards just so it can be like a little short reading. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Judgment. With the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Back of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Make sure we are all in, and we are. Okay, cool. All right, so Judgment, 3 of Swords, or 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and Queen of Swords. Oddly enough, this person feels as though they have a good read on you. Like, I feel like they thought you were something, or like they may have thought that you're like a certain kind of way, and it ended up being like correct. It's like they had a vision or something. Like the way like That's a Raven was. Like she would, like out of nowhere, she would just have like this vision, and then she would try to make sure, she would do whatever to try to make sure it doesn't happen. But whatever she did always made her vision come true. But I think that's kind of in a sort of way like what happened here. Not that they were trying to prevent it, but I do feel like they tried to stop something and it kind of backfired on them. So now it's like they have some type of worry when it comes to you. Maybe they feel like they I feel like this person does like you, but it's like I feel like they have this sort of it's like a fake confidence to them is what I'm getting. Because they're right in the judgment and what they thought you were going to be like. And how it was going to be like getting to you. But it's like now that they've kind of gotten you in like a sort of way, like, or at least you're thinking about them. I don't know if they would believe that. Like if somebody were to, like, say if they were having a reading right now and they were like wanting to know what you were doing or what you were up to, and if like the reader was like, yeah, they're thinking about you, I don't think they would believe that. I think that they would like try to hold on to that thought and really try to like be like, yeah, they're thinking about me. But I think something in them would like, it could be their ego, or no, not their ego. I wouldn't say their ego. It's like it's like the devil and the good person is on their shoulders, right? And the good one is like, yeah, see, we told you, like, she's really thinking about you. But the devil is over here like, man, you really gonna sit here and believe me? They reading you cards. Like, try to make it seem like it's like not really what it is. It's like I feel like this person is kind of going back and forth with himself, because they're not it's like they were right about you, but it's like at the same time they're wondering if they actually were right about you, if that makes sense. Like I feel like this person is kind of like battling themselves like in a way. They're making it more difficult than it has to be. It's like I think they think that you may like them, but you don't. It's not like a genuine like. It's like a oh, they're kind of different, so you like them because they're different. But then you're gonna see somebody else who's kind of like you, and then you're just kind of like go on to them. But it's so weird how they go from the Judgment to the Three of Wands, and then they end up at this Ten of Swords. It's like they're... Let's do one card. We have the Judgment. The Judgment here is they are... It's like they're fighting themselves. Like their inner knowing is fighting against the part of them that's not that confident in themselves. Their ego. So it's like their inner spirit, their soul, or whatever you want to call it, is fighting against this ego that's trying to make it seem like they're wrong, or it's not gonna last. It's like I feel like they feel like something is just not gonna last, because it ends with the Ten of Swords. It begins with the Judgment and then ends up here. And then at the back of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. So it's a lot of thoughts going on here. It's like they're thinking logically when their subconscious is literally like, dude, this is not a logical situation right now. You need to be in fairyland with the wands and stuff. I'm telling, it's like the wands. The wands is like, I don't know. I always think of wands because, you know, it's like with the magic wand. So I always think of like magical thinking, fantastical, or I don't know if that's a word. But it's like the fairy type of thinking or whatever. But with the swords is like that logical thinking. And it's like it's going back and forth. And they think you probably see right through it. I don't know. I have a feeling it's like they feel like they're not being, they're just not trusting themselves. They're not trusting their judgment. They're going back on it. Even though it came out to be correct, they're going back on it. Because now, because they were right, they're questioning that. Because it's like, you know, when you have a thought about something, like you're like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I don't know, like you're gonna try to do something. Like you're gonna, or like you're thinking that someone likes you. Let's just use it like that, because that's what this person is going through. You think somebody likes you, right? And you're kind of putting, you're stacking up the cons and you're stacking up the pros. The pros is really starting to add on when the cons is like they kind of stopped at like the 1 or 2. But these keep going on and on and on. So it's like the pros have won. And that's what you thought. But it's like now, because you were right, or because it ended up being correct, you start to like question that, if that makes sense. It's like this person just does not trust this situation with you. Because I think they like you, and I think that they had the right idea with you. I really do think that. They thought of you as a very fair person, as just like a person that is going along. You're not, I don't get like a difficult type of vibe from you. You're very ambitious. Like you're wanting to further yourself in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be your job, your family, whatever it is. They like the way you were. With the Queen of Swords vibe here, like you're confident out the ass, and they really like that about you. But you're not judgmental of them. So when you see this Judgment card, it has nothing to do with like being judgmental. It's just knowing cause and effect, right and wrong. Like it's like that type of thing. And they felt like that's how you were. And it ended up being true. But it's like now that they're here, it's like this person, I'm just getting the vibe of they don't trust themselves. They don't trust it. Even though they're right. And they have a feeling that you're feeling them. And they know that you probably know that they feeling you. I just feel like this person is not very confident. They're confident in you. But they're not confident in themselves. They don't trust their thoughts. They don't trust that what they're thinking is going to end up that way. Like, yeah, it may be like looking good now, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Because whenever something may like good in there that does happen to them, it tends to end up on this Ten of Swords situation. It becomes hopeless. Everything kind of just falls through the cracks, and all that hard work was basically kind of done for like just the detriment of their situation or their feelings or whatever. Yeah, this person is just not very confident in how you feel about them. Or they just don't think that they would be able to keep you. It's like they feel like you're on a different caliber of them, from them. I feel like they could like start something new with you. Like being with you would probably change them into maybe not the person that they want to be, like, you know, like at the end of it all, but like you would at least help them get there. You would kind of like give them that push that they would need Like that confidence, you know, like when you start talking to somebody or you find out that somebody likes you, you kind of get like this confidence in you. It's so weird. Like I notice it every single time it happens. Like you just become so much more confident. And I feel like that's what this person is feeling like, because you are very confident within yourself and the way that you handle things. You're very fair. And that fairness and that confidence that you carry will push them to become, or at least push them further along to who they're trying to be. But it's like somewhere along the way, they think that it's all gonna like crush. Right when things are going good and like they just feel like something is gonna, because if you see right here, look, like you can see the end of the pile here, or not the end, but like of the path here. It's like you're just seeing the path continuing, and they just, I don't, it's something in them that they just don't feel like this person just doesn't trust themselves. And they do, it's like in a way, it's kind of like they don't believe that they're trustworthy in a way, or like worth the effort, because it's all going to crumble anyway. I feel like this person is very much, they may like you a lot. Not even may. I think this person likes you a lot, but the way that they're going about it is like, it reminds me of like black and white thinking. Like they feel like things have to be good, and if they're not good, then they're going to be bad. There's no gray area. Because these are good cards. All of these are good cards. But it's like, for some reason, they think that something is going to happen between these two, and it's just going to fall to shit. So I think, if anything, just kind of like, I'm not going to say baby this person or whatever, because we're all grown. But I feel like if this is somebody that you are actually interested in, and you see that they are interested in you, but you may notice that they're kind of like not as confident, or they do tend to crawl into like their safe space, or like, you know, get quiet, or tend to like cower to like, you know, by themselves or whatever. Just, you know, don't baby them or like try to yank them out of it, but just remember that they're there. Because this kind of person, I feel like, will get lost in their thoughts. Like they would just get lost. I get like a self-sabotage type of way, type of thing, or type of feeling from this person. But I feel like they really do like you. It's just that they don't trust themselves enough to believe that you would actually like them. So it's kind of like they don't really like themselves as much. And then the further along that you guys go within that relationship, you're going to like not like them too. It's like this person is afraid to be proven of what they think they are. If that makes sense. So this person may push you away. But it's not to do with, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how they see themselves and how they feel about themselves. Because at the same time, they may not want to feel like a burden to you, or like dragging you down. Because some people do feel like that, you know, especially when they meet somebody that they really like, and they see that that person's life is kind of just continually getting better. There are some people, including me, like we will tend to just, you know, like push that person away because we don't want to stand in their way, if that makes sense. Like, even though we may have love for them and really do care about them, like we would rather push them away and have them continue on their life and doing what they have to do to make themselves be the person that we know that they can be. But because we know how we are, we will distance ourselves from that person, because we don't want the way we feel about ourselves to come across to the person as we don't like them. Because it always does that. I don't know why. I really, that's one thing I do wish that a lot of people did know, because I do that a lot. Like, I push people away a lot, and 9 times out of 10 it's because of, I just kind of don't feel like, yeah, what I said before. Yeah, because, yeah, just be gentle with this person. And if they do start to push you away, just try to, you know, I'm not saying, you know, go to them and be like, just tell me what's wrong. If they don't want to tell you what's wrong, then they are probably just used to doing that, so much so that the more that you ask them, the further they will push you away. Because that vulnerability hurts. And we don't want to let people know of that vulnerability. Because once they know about it, they can have control over it. So we will just be like, you know what? Do you? It's bad. It's a bad way to go about it, but it is a way that people go about it. So if you really do like this person and you do see that they may be pushing you away, just know that it has nothing to do with you. And it has everything to do with the way that they see themselves and how they see themselves next to you. Because, you know, you see a couple and you're like, oh my God, they're so cute together. And you see another couple, you're like, I don't know why they're with you. Like, why are they with him? Or like, why are they with her? Like, that type of thing. It's like that. So it's a very, it's a vain type of way of doing things. But truthfully, the way it's normally thought of is not in a selfish way. We're trying to be anything but selfish, which is why we're pushing you away, because we don't want you to deal with what we're dealing with within ourselves. It's something that we feel like we need to deal with on our own. So yeah, I think that's enough of therapy for today. So yeah, this person does like you, and if they push you away, just know that it has nothing to do with you. But if this is somebody that you do want to keep in your life, or at least see where it can go, just let them know, this is just the beginning. So, you know, you don't have to be looking so far into the future, because more than likely that's what they're looking into. They're looking into the future instead of being here in the present. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off there for you, my pal ones. If this did float your boat and you caught what I was throwing, please go ahead and leave a like, maybe a comment letting me know if this is you. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Again, I will be uploading weekly now. I don't have a set schedule, but please, if you did enjoy this reading, do leave a like and subscribe, please. That would be great. And plus, it gets me to other people who may be able to see my readings, and it could help them. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, it is all love. And I hope to see you in the next one. Toodaloo. How to, if you chose the purple, it's my favorite color in the world. All right, so we are doing how is the person on your mind feeling about you? What are they thinking? What's going on in their head? We're just going to be choosing 3 cards and seeing what we can pull from there. Remember, all of my readings are generalized, so every single message will not be for you. If you did feel called to pile 1, you can go ahead and watch that one as well. Maybe there was something there that you maybe needed to hear. So yeah, this can go for an ex, a person that you're just interested in, what do you used to call them, cuddy buddy, or somebody that you have a crush on, or you think has a crush on you, or whatever the situation. Then whatever person comes to your mind first, it's going to be for that person, okay? And always remember, this can be you, so be wary of that. Oh yeah, I do upload weekly. I don't have a set schedule as to when I will be doing so. I'm still working on that, to see exactly which days would work best. But yeah, I do still upload weekly. So if you are interested in that, please go ahead and hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you know when I do upload. Be greatly appreciated. And please hit that like if I did make you laugh or you were able to say, girl. Hit that like. It does help me get to, it helps me get further in the YouTube realm. And I thank you in advance. So, how is my person, or my pile 2 person feeling? What's going on in their head? What is something they should know? Maybe a confirmation. Too far into anything. Just pay attention to your breathing and act as if you are a fly on the wall while the person is speaking to somebody about you. And just relax. Last one. 3 cards. We have the Page of Stars, which is the Page of Cups. Ten of Swords. This came out in the last pile too. And the Queen of Swords. This came out in the last card too. What in the world? Y'all saw I was shuffling. I was shuffling. Okay. You might want to watch pile 1 because 2 of these cards came out in the last one. And then we have the 4 of Swords in the back of the deck. Let's put you over here. All right, so we have the Page of Stars, Page of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. 2 of these came out last pile. So you may want to take a look at those. And let's see what we got. There could be, you guys are probably not talking. I don't think anything like too big happened, but you guys may be like on a break or something like that, or at least the communication has kind of slowed down. I think what they're probably doing right now is they are trying to think of ways to, I feel like they're taking like this breather here to, maybe you guys have been in each other's face a lot. Like you guys have been around each other probably like on a daily basis or something. And right now it's just like that break of, we've been in each other's face for like a week straight, you know? Like seeing each other every day. And you guys are probably not like in a serious relationship. It's probably just like the dating phase. And that could be very overwhelming. I will say that. That could be extremely overwhelming. Especially when you're used to being like single. Or you haven't like been on a dating scene for like a minute. And then you come out, you meet somebody and you guys are just like enamored with each other. And then next thing you know, you guys are in each other's faces every day. And then like say one person leaves to go somewhere like on a with like a family trip or something like that. And then you realize, oh my God, we've been in each other's face every day. So if anything, I feel like you guys are probably like on a little breather. I don't think anything happened. But yeah, I don't think anything happened. Because even with this Ten of Swords here, it's like, I feel like it's just, it was time to take a break. Like, it was just too much. It was an everyday thing. I'm not picking up a bad vibe with this Ten of Swords. I'm thinking of it as just, whew. I'm gonna go to my friend's house for like the weekend or something. Because with these two cards on the side of it, it's still a very strong vibe here. But with this Four of Swords, it's like the both of you are just like kind of going into like your own little worlds. You meditating, they meditating, or I don't know how, because people meditate differently, going out with your girls, him going out with his guys, or just stand by yourself, getting that you time. But I will say in this like part, like in this breather, they are still thinking of ways of like how, or like thinking of things that you guys can do whenever you guys do get back together or come back around each other. Because maybe you have like a job where you travel, they probably have a job where they travel, or like a truck driver or delivery or something like that. So that's like the vibe I'm getting with this. I just feel like it's a breather right now. But the both of you are still thinking of each other. It's just time was needed. With this Page of Stars, Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's still, I still feel like there's this love here. I feel like they still do. I think you guys really do like each other. I do think that it's in this dating stage right now. But it's like, I think maybe you guys saw that you guys were spending probably like a lot of time together. Maybe you guys met at work or like at a party or whatever. You guys met, and then it was just like immediately you guys were like feeling each other. You guys were like yin and yang, like what they liked, you liked, what they didn't like, you didn't like, you know, like, or it was just like you guys played off each other really well. So that's probably why you guys were in each other's face like a lot. But I feel like maybe you guys were on like some type of vacation from your jobs, and now it's like you guys are going, now it's like turning back into work mode. Vacation's over. So that's where this Ten of Swords is coming through. Life has kicked back in. But I think on both sides, like you two are still very, like, I don't think that they're seeing anybody else. Same way I don't think you're seeing anybody else. I think you guys are very comfortable with where it is right now. None of it feels forced. Like you guys feel comfortable going on this break. Like it's okay. Yeah, I feel this is a very healthy thing going on. And if you just clicked on this child and you like, girl, I'm not talking to no damn body. Well, somebody is either coming, or it can be like maybe somebody from your past that's coming. And they're like thinking of ways to get back in with you. Because, you know, like every time, like sometimes when you hear like your past and stuff like that, they're like, oh my God, the girl is your ex. But sometimes like your ex was your ex because they had to move somewhere and you didn't do the long distance thing. You know, like it's not always something bad. It could just be an ex where it was the right person at the wrong time. It's not, an ex is not always bad. It's not a bad thing every time. It's really not. So if this is somebody, if you're single and you're just coming on here for the fun of it, then this could very well be somebody from your past that's thinking about you and thinking about what happened and what caused this rift between the both of you. If it was like a job, if it was like another person, if it was just mindsets not really matching up to each other. And then you have the Hierophant that was under the Four of Swords. Oh, excuse me, child. Yeah, I feel like the both of you are very, I like this pile. I mean, I like the other pile too, but I like this pile because this pile just feels mature. Like it just feels like grown people in this pile. Y'all are grown people. You listen to your inner self. You don't get like carried away with this Ten of Swords thinking like, oh my God, what are they doing? They're not calling me. I'm not talking to them. Like y'all got jobs and friends and families and lives. So you guys are aware of this. It's not always going to be so exciting. That's what the, like, wait, was that the last poem? Or was, I think that's probably another reading I was doing. Yeah, I think that was another reading. Because it was like, in that pile, it was like a relationship that kind of just started, but like they were going through that rift of like when it gets boring. But with that pile, it was like both of them were aware of it. Like, every relationship is not going to be freaking fun all the time. It's just not. It's not. Don't let TV lie to you. It's been lying to us for years. So, don't follow them shows. I'm telling you. Think more of like on the Shrek side of things. Yeah, see, look. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Y'all are both grown people that got your lives going. Y'all met, y'all liked each other, y'all spent a lot of time together. Right now, there's probably not a lot of communication, but that's just due to life, you know, coming into play. I do feel like they think long term with you. I will say that. I do believe that. I do believe that they see long term with you for sure. But with this person, and yeah. This person definitely sees you as, I won't say the one, but you're definitely top tier. Definitely top tier. Because I feel like they see you as this very, what the hell? Don't be doing that. Sorry, my computer just started moving on its own. We ain't got time for that. But yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very mature people. You know the ropes of relationships. It's not always going to be peaches and cream, you know. It's not always going to be roller coasters. Sometimes it's going to be a trip to the grocery store. Literally. That's going to be the most exciting thing for the whole day. But I think this person does like you. So if you guys have not been talking, or it's been like kind of communication has been lagging, don't worry about that. They're still thinking about you. They're still thinking of ways to, like, when they do come back around you, what they're going to do, what they want to do. And I think they do appreciate that you're not kind of like up their ass. Like, what are you doing? Why aren't you texting me? You know? Because I feel like you have your own life. They have their own life. So they appreciate the fact that you're not on them. But I do think this person, if this is somebody you came in, you like it seems to have fallen off, don't worry about that. Girl, this is life. Or guy, this is life. Person, this is life. Shoot. And I think they appreciate that about you a lot. And they see that as top tier. Because, you know, nowadays people just, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles. This person is out there getting their money just like you getting your money. Y'all both are aware of that. I see potential for this. If you guys are not completely dating as of yet, it's yeah. They're definitely thinking on that. They probably won't say it, so don't start acting like weird and shit. Just keep the same energy. They like this energy, and I think you like their energy as well. Yeah, I like this pile. I like this pile a lot, actually. I like the first pile too, but this pile is just like, yeah, this is some grown people pile. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here for you, my pile twos. I do hope that this did flip your switch and you caught what I was throwing, and if so, please go ahead and leave a like, maybe a comment letting me know if this was your pile, and please subscribe if you have not already done so. As stated before, I will be uploading weekly. I don't have like a set schedule, so when you do subscribe, just hit that notification bell and you will be notified as to whenever I do upload. So yeah, you are very much appreciated. So yeah, keep doing your grown people stuff. Y'all stay on y'all grown people vibe. Remember, it's all love. It's all love. Hope to see my next one. Toodaloo.